In our regular interactions, we generally react in abstract way. This is referred to as leaps of abstraction. This happens when we move from our observations, which we have gathered from listening or seeing, to generalization without testing these observations. And slowly and steadily, these assumptions turn into facts, which spoils our interpersonal relations. Human rational mind is extremely superficial about abstracting. This itself limits our abilities to explore and understand people. Let me share with you an example of a son, which is a child, and father or mother. Consider the son or the child comes from school in the afternoon and the mother asks him, "Son, do your studies once you're done with your food." And the son responds, "Mom, I want to play." If you have been in the position of the father or mother, I'm sure there are a series of thoughts passing by in front of your head. Is he disobeying me? Is he going to not study? Is he going to play forever? Will he fail in the exams? Has any of this been said by the boy? He just said that I want to play. He even did not say that I am not going to study. But we concluded. That is exactly what I refer as leaps of abstraction. My name is Amit Gusale, trainer facilitator, behavioral assessor, visiting faculty in management schools, career and life coach, someone who's passionate about people and their success. In my video series on interpersonal skills, today I'm going to speak to you about a tool which is going to help you increase trust and build relationships. Now, you need to ask yourself a question. What is that belief you have about the way it works, about people and about individuals in specific? What is that single data which led to this kind of generalization? Also ask, am I willing to consider that this generalization may be inaccurate or even misleading? If you are willing, then separate this generalization from the data and willingly inquire, explore about why and how the other person behaved or said whatever that person said or behaved. I'm sure you'll explore some different beautiful things about that relationship. That's how we actually do abstractions. Now, I'm going to give you another example. How do we abstractions? Consider a company where most of the managers of the company think that the customers are buying their products because of the price points, and customers are pressing for lowering the prices. That's where the competition is offering discounts and pulling the customers. They're completely unwilling to look at the service quality of the product. And here's this bright new manager saying in the meeting, how about looking at improving service quality? The probability of his offer being turned down is extremely high. Another example of leaps of abstraction. Completely no observations or no examinations, only conclusions. So I'm going to share with you one tool which Peter Senge has shared in his famous book named The Fifth Discipline, and the tool named as left-hand column analysis. Now, this tool reveals the ways in which we manipulate situations to avoid confrontation about what is our feeling and what is our thinking. This has got two steps, very, very simple. The first step, consider about a conversation which is troublesome or a problem situation. Take a piece of paper, divide it into two halves. On the right hand side, right hand column. On the left hand side, left hand column. Write the exact conversation the way it happened in the right hand side, and in the left hand side, write all of that what you're thinking and feeling which you chose not to display. That's the first step. The second step is reflection in action, which means thinking on the feet while you're acting. So look at the same situation or problem or a conversation and look out for opportunities to share with the other person something which you were earlier hiding, and also explore what the other person wants to say. Like I mentioned about the son and the mother's example, the mother completely ignored what the son wants to say. She just jumped onto different conclusions which were detrimental for their relationship. Now, here are some set of questions which I am inviting you to look at when you look at this tool, which is left-hand column analysis. And these are: what is that single data point which led me to a specific action of mine? What was my intention? Did I achieve my goals in the conversation? What was stopping me to respond in a different way? What was the cost and what was the payoff? Can I make use of the left-hand column analysis as resource to improve my communication? Thank you for watching my video. Do comment with your views and perspective and share this video. Thank you so much.